We pray for better days.
And so then Father Kentenich got this letter and he replied to it. It was a very long letter that he wrote, and he showed the bishop that unless they changed the practices in the church so that they didn't only just stop here at the head, they had to involve the whole person, they had to develop the whole person, and that included the emotions. Now, people were very frightened of the emotions at that time, and so the bishop said, well, that's not right. And Father Kentenich said, well, if you don't do that, you're going to have a lot of trouble. And at the moment we see that trouble in the church. And this letter that Father Kentenich wrote and sent back to the bishop caused an enormous lot of trouble. And the bishop complained to Rome about what Father Kentenich had written, and then Rome sent an apostolic visitator, a Jesuit priest, to go and look at what's going on in Schoenstatt. And this priest took a tremendous dislike to Father Kentenich. He wouldn't even speak to him. So Father Kentenich found that he was condemned even when he was condemned without even being heard. He wasn't allowed to explain himself, he wasn't allowed to explain anything, he was just condemned. What you do is wrong, and that's it. And then he was called to Rome, and the apostolic visitator told him, you are going to be sent away from Schoenstatt. You're not going to be allowed to have any contact with Schoenstatt or with the people in Schoenstatt, and you will only come back to Europe in a coffin, which is rather a harsh way of saying things to someone. And Father Kentenich wasn't allowed to reply, he wasn't allowed to say anything, he wasn't allowed to defend himself in any way. And so in 1951, he was sent first of all to South America, and then finally, after some time, he went to Milwaukee in the United States. And he was to spend 14 years there in exile.